Hello everyone, welcome to another lovely day on the farm. Now this field over here has now been completely finished. It took 4.5 hours real time. So next time we do corn on that field we're going to have to get the bigger header. There is one available. For anyone who watched the live stream, Elite Farming did recommend that I swap the Ford out, so I have done. So this is a different one. This is one which is co-authored by Matt XJS. I can't remember the other author. So this is a very nice one. It's a little bit lower horsepower, but it costs a lot less. So that's always a good thing. As well as this, you're going to be wondering what's going on with the thumbnail, but I'll show you that afterwards. We've bought the service trailer that I mentioned. This has already been used in the field to service the harvester and the header because they were just dropping from all the work they were doing. Now, as for the awesome new machine that you saw, in fact, let's just tab. Here it is. This is an 8530. This is fully spec'd. Now, there's two bits to this story. Realistic and fictional. Fictional bit first. This was ordered from the UK because they didn't have any available with this spec in the US. So it has been delivered. We do have another one on order. It's not going to be here for a little while. We need to get 230,000 to pay for that when it is delivered. So that's another one that's coming from the UK. So this is a really nice tractor, I believe. 385 horsepower. So this is now a big machine. The New Holland is going to stay for a little bit. It will be replaced by the other import when that comes. I know the New Holland is not very American, so I thought we should go over John Deere. Now, this has customized license plates. So onto the realistic part of this story. These, both this and the tractor that's on order have been customized for me by Elite Farming. He's done a really cool job. So now we have a Jack Flanagan Farming license plate. It does say GB, but that's not a big deal. So this is really cool. So a massive thanks to Elite Farming for that, because yeah, now we get to have our own customized tractor. Very cool. Now, this is a massive job. If we had a bigger plough, it might make it easier, but we don't. So we're going to be doing it with this. I do not remember how long it thinks this job is going to take. Let's have a look. Start at the first. And yeah, let's go. 4 hours 16. So he's going to be busy for quite a long time. But this field needs ploughing. And it's also going to need liming afterwards. But this is going to be the first job for this lovely little beastie John Deere. I believe this has got a customized sound as well that Elite has put in. Now listen to that. Very cool. So, over to here. We need to drive over to the other field because this guy is going to be needed while we're harvesting that field. It's quite big. Now let's head over. And we've got that harvesting contract to do. It does mean harvesting 2 times in a row. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, so it does mean that we're harvesting twice, 2 episodes in a row. But after this, we're going to be doing some field work. The second harvester was returned. It got up to, I took it up to 1.9 hours because we paid for it once. We paid for an hour's work, so I decided we may as well keep it until 1.9 and then I returned it. So we'll park this guy off to the side because he's not going to be needed just yet. We will definitely need him at some point. There we go. And into the harvester. So we're going to take, I think, one headland on this side, one headland on the other, and then we can stick it onto GPS mode. Everything's all fired up. Good. We are unfolded already, so off we go. Oh, I should just quickly change something. I turned the volume down yesterday. And there we go. Now I can zoom out a bit. You should still be able to hear everything now. So this is a nice wide header, so it won't take long, which is why I think we only need to do one headland really. Not much sense in doing two. I'll do the one on the other side afterwards once we get there. For now, we'll just focus on this side, I think. And I have changed the control for changing gear, which means you shouldn't hear me clicking the steering wheel buttons every single time I need to change gear. It's quite an annoying sound, I know. Okay. Let's get set up. No, which one is it? Oh no, I've forgotten again. Let me go and check. Okay, now I've got it set up. So, headland mode is off. Yes. We need A and heading, and we're going to be on a heading of 180. Okay. So now we should. There we go. What width is he set to? Okay. How big is this header? 13.7 meters. Okay, so is it Control and S? There we go. It's in feet. Ah, that's better. Okay, let's go. Now, once we get to the bottom, I'll take a headland off there. I think we're probably going to fill up pretty fast, even though it's oats. So we're going to be doing a lot of carting. But this harvesting mission is worth, if I remember, 102,000. This is going to help us massively. And obviously we've got the new John Deere currently ploughing, so we can get the field done and get the field limed. Then we'll have to seed it afterwards, but won't take long. Also need to upgrade this tractor. Having tried the harvester, having tried the other one with the bigger capacity, it's definitely worth doing it. So I don't know how much we can sell this guy for. Have a look. Sell him for 205, okay. And if we were to buy the other one, the one with the spaceship on top, this one, yep. I don't remember what ones I put on the other one. Is it this? I think it's Michelin's, but it's not double. We had tracks before. I guess it's those. They don't look as floaty as the other ones. Ah, maybe it's those. Okay, chopper tailboard, standard. Go with that. Rear hitches, that one. We want the big pipe, GPS. And the engine setup. So that'll be 311. So we need 100,000 to be able to trade this guy in and get the new one. Which isn't too bad. We'll make that from this field pretty much. So it's not going to take too long. This field, of course, is massive, absolutely enormous. How big is it in scale to our field? Oh wow, okay. So it's about twice the size of our field. This is going to be a big job. This is not going to be time-lapse territory. Maybe for a short while, but not for long. It's going to take far too long. If I turn the lines off, yeah, it's better. Lovely. Can still see it in the top left corner anyway, so it doesn't make a big difference. And obviously 14,000 litres in here, the extra 8,000 from the upgrade would help massively and just keep us running a bit longer. Could put this in follow you actually. I think what we also could do with buying is a nice ridiculously large auger wagon. 34,000, 31, 53. That's pretty big. 70,000. So that's probably what we're going to need to get. That will cost us 105,000. Yeah, so that's what we're going to need eventually. Now, take him off auto. Okay. Let's get that pipe out. There we go. Have to get through all of the different tractors before we actually get to the one we want. Let's go and get him emptied. I'm quite surprised actually how well this tractor does at pulling the trailer when it's full, because the spec is 310. So the replacement tractor that's been ordered is actually smaller horsepower. I think it's 270 or 230 horsepower. But we've got the John Deere now, which is 370, 385. So that one's bigger than this anyway, so it doesn't really matter if we replace this with a slightly smaller one. Right, let's get emptied. Luckily this does have quite a quick refill, empty rate. And there we go, that's us emptied. So the neighbour has not got any crop in, so I don't think it's a big deal if we drive in there. There is the mod for the straw, adding straw to the missions, but I haven't added it. I need to check if there's any conflicts. I know the multiple missions had a big conflict, which is why I didn't like it that much. But I don't know if there is a conflict on here at all. So, off we go. What? There we go. That's better. Now we'll take this end off. And then we can start going up and down on a time lapse. Okay, so we're coming to the end now, and then we will be able to go and bang this onto a time lapse. And obviously I'm not going to be able to do the whole thing as a time lapse because it's going to take quite a long time, but it should be okay. Should be able to do it for, you know, a good part of the field, because this is a nice wide header. So let's get down to the other end. My goodness, it takes such a long time to drive down here. Just looking at these tyres. What are they? I think I'll have to go to the shop to see what tyre. Look at that, look at the weight. How it deflects the tyres, even on flotations. That's really cool. See, not the rear ones, but the front ones. I'm swerving now, just trying to show you this. See, nothing here really. A little bit oval. But look there. You can see the weight. That's really cool. Right. Let's stop faffing around here. Let me reset the view. We'll get this emptied. And then, yeah, like I said, we will head onto a time lapse and get this done as quickly as possible so we can make our money. Ah! That didn't go well. Did not go well at all. Okay. So, like I said, nice fast unload rate on this, which is very helpful. Come on, come on. So there we go. It is time now to get cracking on some harvesting. So I will see you in a minute.
Gone over this 1,000 times before. Baby, it's now or never. Gotta leave this town and I know what you're asking for. You say it's out of my reach, but I can't pretend no more. 'Cause for as long as I remember, it's been stuck inside my mind. lost outside of nowhere. A stormy rain tried to wash away the dream. Staff one, it says a worn outside, and the diner's name is California Dreams. Hey, for as long as I remember, it's been stuck inside my mind. You can't ask me to surrender when reaching for the dream keeps me alive. 'Cause for as long as I remember, it's been stuck inside my mind.
Okay then, guys. As you can see, we are almost done. I have a little confession to make, which will explain why this video is so late being released. Basically, oh, excuse me. Hold on. Let's do that again. There we go, that's better. So I started recording this video on Monday. I started working on the field, you know, I did a bit of time lapsing, continued a little bit afterwards as well. Then I did a little bit more on Tuesday in the morning before I went to work, a little bit more on Wednesday before I went to work. Today is Thursday and I'm still doing it. This field has taken 5 hours real time to do, which is the reason why the video is going out later. Usually I would try and put it out on Wednesday. Instead it's having to go out today, which should be Thursday. Because of this, and also because of my work, there won't be a live stream this Friday. Instead, I am hoping to get a live stream up on Saturday. Failing that, it will be Sunday. Now, on to other news. We have $107,000. That's because the field was completed when I made the last delivery. And the price of oats is very high. Now, I just need to check. So that is the price of oats at 1800, yep. So that's the highest. So we will take it back there when we finish. But basically the contract is done. Contract is done, and we made 106,000 from, I think it was about 55,000 litres. There was only 10,000 litres needed to complete the contract. So when we get up to the end of here, we will be able to go and deliver the rest of this. And we should make another good amount of money. At least that's what I hope. We obviously have got 102,000 coming from the actual work that we've been doing, and you can also see down here, no, over here, the John Deere has almost finished ploughing. That was a 4.5 hour job, I think. Oh, so maybe it only took me 4.5 hours to do the field, but even still, that gives you a good idea. The John Deere has managed to finish that job in the time it's taken me to actually harvest this field. It's a monster. I did have to get some help doing it because it was just taking far too long. It was getting ridiculous, to be perfectly honest. But we are almost there. We can see the end. It is in sight. Finally. So I'm not going to be doing another field like this. This is 151 acres. I'm not doing another field this large again for any type of job. I mean, that's half, so that would probably take me 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'm not doing another field, another harvesting mission on a field again until we actually have a second harvester, which is definitely needed. Even for our own field, that one field we have takes a lot of time. In addition, we now have this. So this is the usual, global company menus. This is a new one, so it shows the consumption for seed and fertilizer. Field 20, yep, that is our field. So field 20, we can see 12 hectares. I don't know what that is in acres, I'll have to convert it. Oh, I can get an idea, can't I? This is field 18. 18 is 62. Okay, so our field is a fifth of the size of this one, which should mean only an hour of harvesting. That's good. Lime, almost 40,000 litres. Fertiliser, bugger all basically. Liquid fertiliser, a little bit more. Herbicide, manure, slurry, blah blah blah. And this is seed consumption. So we can see we're going to need 6,000 litres of seed, because we're not going to be doing sugarcane, poplar, potatoes or beet. We're most likely going to be doing wheat or barley in that field, so that we can get a large amount of whatever it's called, straw. Yes, that's the one I was thinking of, straw. Okay, so the end is here, finally. Honestly, this has been a slightly exhausting video to make, just because of the amount of time it has taken me to be doing the harvesting. It's taken far too long, and it's just made it a bit of a drag. Of course, being in the US with big fields, I knew it was going to, take more work to actually harvest fields and things like that, or generally work the fields. But I think 4.5 hours for harvesting with a 12.3 meter header is just too much. The help I had to try and speed it up was 2 other 12.3 meter headers, with all of them on workers and me just carting, and it still has taken 4.5 hours, in fact, because the plough was 4.5 hours. So 4.5 hours with 3 harvesters. Need some new equipment, definitely, but the good news is I think we have corn in store. We do have some corn. We can sell that at some point if we want. We should get around about the same as last time, around 105,000 for this. And then another 102,000 for the work, the contract itself. So it's not too bad. I'm dreading the liming, to be honest. Liming needs to be done. It said, I'll double check it again, I think it said 48,000 litres. I think that's what it said. Quick check. So, 39,500 litres. So, what have we got in terms of liming equipment? I think I need to try and find a modded one if possible. Oops. Let's get back on the road. I could see that in the blur that we were off the road. Right, so that guy can go to 19,000. The Terrogator is probably the only bigger one, but I couldn't get the Terrogator to work, annoyingly. So 19,000. I'll have a look and see if I can find another modded lime spreader, or see if I can get the Terrogator working. But otherwise, 19,000 litres, so 2 full loads of lime would cover everything. That's not too bad if we put it on the 12 meter spreading discs. It wouldn't be too bad at all. And then we would have a completely full, completely profitable crop. Right, so here we are then. Let's get into here. get this delivered, and then we can see exactly how much money we are going to make. If we get 200,000 from the excess crop, plus 100,000 for the job, that would be amazing. Let's just put the price somewhere better that you can actually see. Yeah, that should be fine. So it doesn't look like it's going up that fast. But that's because this trailer empties really, really slowly. Oh, come on. I think we can hit 200,000 mark. Yep. So that's another 99,761, giving us a grand total of 207,000. That is really good. So we just get back over to the farm where we can drop this off, and then we can complete the contract, and I'll bring the harvester back afterwards. I think it's going to be the easiest thing to do. So yeah, next time we're going to do some lime spreading. I will have a hunt for a different lime spreader, see if I can find something. I have a bit of an issue with the Terrogator that I can't get it to attach. I also can't get the JCB telehandlers from the Modern Classics pack. I can't get them to attach to anything. So I think I've got a mod conflict somewhere that I need to find what's causing it. If I can find that, then we can maybe get a nice big Terrogator that can do some other jobs for us as well, possibly. Okay, so home sweet home. Do need to do a bit of maintenance work on the tractor and the tipper and the weight, and I think the harvester needs a repair as well. So we'll leave these out because I'm going to have to do some repair work on them. Get the engine switched off. I think before we finish, we're going to place a washer. Now, I thought that I had a different washer, but apparently not, so we're going to go with the bog standard. Which I think this is a good place to put it, actually. Come on. Yeah, so just somewhere by here. Is that the right way round? Nope, that's the correct way round. Okay. So let's just give everything a wash afterwards. Now, let's complete the contract. So we're up to 304,000, which is really good news. And if we just go and have a look, he has done almost everything. So one small patch there, I don't know if there's any other small patches, and he's just on the last headland. So we are basically ready to go on this field. The John Deere has worked incredibly hard. Let's just hop over to him. Wow, the plough is 100% damaged. Well, good job, he's almost finished. The tractor is 64%. Oh, and it's taken 5.2 hours actually to do this job. Wow, okay. I thought it was less. Well, it just goes to show how long that harvest took. So, our lovely new addition to the farm is working hard. He's going to finish, and next time we will be liming this field ready for planting. So, thank you very, very much for watching, everyone. I will see you again soon. please don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep an eye on the notifications on Facebook and Twitter as well as Discord for when I'm going to be live streaming. See you soon. Bye bye.